Hey, what is up, guys? This is IrrADiCatIon, and welcome to the first ever Ask IrrADiCatIon. Now, in my last video, which was IrrADiCatIon Rewind 2020, the 150 subscriber special, thank you so much for that. I'm having a great time. I asked you to send me your questions in the comment section, and I have received them by the bucket load. So, welcome to the first ever, you can call it a Q&A session with me, IrrADiCatIon, and without wasting any more time, let's get straight into it. I've seen that most of the people that watch my videos aren't actually subscribed. So if you end up enjoying this video, please hit that subscribe button. It means everything to me. It's completely free. You can always unsubscribe later. Let's get started with the video. Question number one: how do you pick the perfect music to use in your videos? I literally just open YouTube and search for whatever kind of music I want. I search for background music, techie background music, whatever I want. It is all on YouTube. YouTube is a great resource for music. What's your absolute favorite video out of all of them that you've made? Um, I'll have to think about this one, but I'll probably say the one that I had made on 5 tricks for video editing. I was especially proud of that video. I think it turned out pretty well. I could do quite good editing in that one, I would say, and the shooting part came out to be good, even though I wasn't expecting it to. Have you started earning from your YouTube channel? If no, when will your channel monetize? My goal is to get my channel monetized, of course, like everyone else. I'll need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time in the last year to get this channel monetized, and it's you who can make it happen. So hit that free subscribe button. It means a lot to me, and it's completely free for you. I am expecting to get my channel monetized by, I guess, April, May of 2021. I'll figure something out to do it. But I have already started earning from the Amazon affiliate links and some of the sponsored videos that I've done. So that's the thing. What is the best overall laptop for gaming and work under 50,000 rupees? I wouldn't suggest any specific laptop, but if you're looking for the specs, I would say go for something which has at least an Intel i5 or a Ryzen 5 in the 3000 series, and go for if you can get like a 950 750 graphics card, go for that. Definitely go for an SSD. You don't want to run only and only on an HDD. Go for an SSD and try to get a display with an sRGB value of at least 80, because that will help your display be good. Not 80, I would say 60 70. That is good. Of course, my laptop has an sRGB value of 90, but mine was quite expensive. Will you upload gameplay videos of games like Minecraft? If you do, then please add me to the server. I will not be uploading any sort of gaming videos here on my YouTube channel, but if you do want to see gameplay videos, then I would suggest going to my twitch.tv/IrrADiCatIon live. I play a lot of Minecraft, I play Valorant, I record my videos live in case you want to check that one out, and I play a lot of Stardew Valley, which is one of my most favorite games. When did you get the inspiration to make YouTube videos? I started making videos this year in January. It was the 14th of January when I uploaded the first video of mine, and I had been looking at getting into YouTube since a long time, but it just never came to happen, and this year turned out to be great. So I started in January, and then it just kept going on. It was way too much fun to stop. What is so interesting in video editing? After shooting, right, your video is nothing, right? I'm shooting this right now, but if I upload this straight to YouTube, it'll be stupid, it'll be horrendous. However, when you can take all of your clips that you've recorded, when you can put it into a software, when you can refine them, when you can completely change them, it certainly is a great feeling, because your video goes from being amateur to professional. And I just love going around my video, fine tuning things, defining things. It's just a great thing to do. Which is the best pair of noise cancelling headphones in 2020? um Best noise cancelling headphones, I'll probably say, I think Bose has some good ones, but my pick, the ones I use as well, are the Sony WH-1000XM. They are one of the best headphones right now. I did see the AirPods Max from Apple, but then those are way too overpriced. The one that Sony's giving comes at like 20,000 rupees cheaper, which is a huge difference in headphones. Who is better, Intel or AMD? Oh my god. All right. In performance, I would say both do all right. Intel gets a little bit of an advantage because of its fame, because of how popular Intel is. It does get a little bit of an upper hand, but I would say overall, definitely AMD, because the laptop that I'm using is also AMD. And AMD is awesome mainly because of their price range, because Intel will give you decent performance but for a very high price point, while AMD will give you slightly lower or even better performance but for much cheaper. Intel, if you want to do some simple task, right, if you want to do single core tasks, that is when your CPU will only be using one core to do the task, like surfing, opening folders, Microsoft Word, Excel, those are all single core tasks, and that is where Intel has the lead. However, when it comes to multi-core, Intel is nothing when compared to AMD. What's your opinion on the M1 chips? Do you think they can match Intel's processors? To be honest, Apple has done a banger with the M1 chips. I wasn't expecting anything like this, but considering their expertise, I would say, in making phone chips and headphone chips and AirPod Apple Watch chips, sorry, I would definitely say that they have made a decent chip. But because that chip is limited only and only to Apple products, I think Intel and AMD have nothing to worry about. Mainly because let's say we're taking an M1 chip, right? M1 chips come in the MacBook Air and in the MacBook Pro. Now, in the MacBook Air, there is no fan, right? So when you're buying an M1 chip, it's equivalent of buying an i5 chip, because when you give it a higher task, which demands an i7 sort of, the computer won't be able to do it because it doesn't have that level of cooling. So in that regard, the M1 chip doesn't make a difference in the Air. However, when you go for the MacBook Pro, the M1 chip unleashes its true power, I would say. That is when it can really show its power. That is when you can use it to its full potential. But the MacBook Pro costs so much. It costs 1,50,000 here, and Intel's i9 can easily trash M1, and it comes for much cheaper. So I don't think M1 is a huge deal to Intel and AMD. However, it is a huge deal to Apple laptops because it is a big jump to the i3s that they were giving older. What do you think about AMD versus Nvidia in GPUs? Again, the thing with Intel and AMD, right? Nvidia will give you more performance for a higher price point, while AMD will give you slightly lower performance and in certain scenarios slightly higher performance, but for a much lower price range. So if we look at the AMD's Radeon 6800 or 6900 XTs compared to the RTX 3080 or 3090, the Radeons give you slightly lower performance in some games and slightly higher performance in the other games for a much lower price point. They're like, what, 15,000-20,000 cheaper, which is a huge deal. We're already running over 11 minutes. I think I'll end it here. I do have a couple of more questions, but I think I'll leave those. Thanks for watching this video. First ever IrrADiCatIon. Ask IrrADiCatIon, as I named it. So thanks for watching so much. I enjoyed making this video. If you want to see a second part or something, drop it in the comments, like this video, or even dislike it if you didn't like it. But most important is to subscribe to the channel, right? Please hit that subscribe button. I'm trying to get monetized. It means a lot to me. This is IrrADiCatIon signing off, and I'll catch you in the next video.